perhaps they are reassessing
Live
the situation,
LAPD
back a little bit because, to your point,
pursuit.
they tend to know who the driver is, where they go, where they live, and perhaps are assessing the situation and thinking that's a better way.
People are crazy.
Apprehend the suspect or get after them.
Only going 40 miles.
The car? No, am I just covered by?
Really dark.
You might be right, Gio. Yes, they turned off the headlights, so it's really
He turned
hard
off the
to
headlights.
make out this car because the car currently does not have the headlights on. And
That looks like a
this
beat up
area is
Toyota.
dark. You can see the airship still overhead here, but you're making it out.
Yeah, it looks
there,
like
it's
a.
hard to see on your screen. There you go. You got a better view of it every time the airship comes over. Looks like they turned the headlights back on now.
Okay, yeah, there it is now. All of a sudden, for a moment there, it was just the brake lights that you could see. But you know, these are obviously residential areas. I mean, we've seen these type windows. It looks like there's another one right now where it's dark. It's late on a Saturday night. You don't know who's out and about, and 50, 60 plus miles an hour this car has been reaching in these areas. And once again, drawing attention to the fact that we're not really seeing LAPD directly behind, or even at a distance where they, you know, they've established some distance, but you still see them.
Imagine that guy gets fucking rammed right there.
That this is the first time in the last 15 to 20 minutes when we first popped on here with you with this breaking news, where we haven't seen LAPD directly behind this suspect. Where once again, as we see this car turning.
Looks like he's gonna go into
where it's going right now, but haven't seen LAPD directly behind.
Watch he go home.
Have earlier.
I kind of wonder. It just seems like because they went back to the Lake Balboa area, that they want to go somewhere, or they know where, you know, they know this area.
It's familiar, yes.
So it seems like you hope they're going to make a stop at some point, but so far nothing yet. But many times we're still seeing this light from inside the car. You can see it a little bit now. You can
Probably an Uber light.
Hard to, but the driver we've seen, or someone
Dropping off a passenger,
is on a phone, and it looked like it was the driver there.
And it almost for a moment there, it looked like it was the end of a cul-de-sac, perhaps, but no, we're just still going. But if anything, we've reestablished the fact that there really is an LAPD behind, but that doesn't mean they don't know where.
You know what sounds bomb with this reaction?
Right, exactly.
Of this live chase?
They have their eyes on this, and LAPD.
An Uber order. An Uber driver is getting followed right now.
So just
wouldn't like a nice jumpo jack like feel good right now?
On the ground right behind them. They still have that airship up, and they still have those eyes in the sky.
Una hamburguesa, babe. Give me a number 8 from Jack in the Box. Bacon ultimate with cheese.
Slightly in the last few minutes or so bear with us here as we keep an eye.
I think we're gonna buy because we haven't ate since what?
To say that,
fucking
LAPD still consider this a,
and this guy's over here fucking delivering a passenger.
Don't know
while on a pursuit. That's fucking
case,
crazy.
Right? So perhaps pulling back, and maybe it gives them a false sense of security. I remember we ask Dave this all the time. Every time we pop on with him, as to, you know, how they operate in a scenario like this. And
I wonder if there's ever been a pursuit where the guy stops to get gas.
Maybe they slow down finally
to keep the pursuit going.
Danger to other people and to themselves, and then makes it easier because ultimately, as you pointed out, Leslie, that airship is still overhead. They know exactly where this person is, and at some points it turns.
I love LA, but I hate LA streets.
At this point,
he's coming to a stop.
In a square here.
Oh,
take a look. They're stopping. Is anyone getting out? Oh.
Someone's getting out.
Airship overhead.
Oh shit! He's running. What the fuck? Is he pregnant?
In the shirt.
And
do you see that?
He stole a soccer ball.
Like the right arm potentially holding something, but this is another part where you know sometimes
what the fuck?
People running into suspects.
Nah, you getting caught, homie.
Right now,
you ain't going too fast.
And over top,
parking lot area. They still have that airship overhead. It looks like they have two other people there.
Man, what the fuck?
It looks like a
smoke shop.
Other businesses around, but there's really nowhere to go. I mean,
where the fuck is he going?
This person right here, right next to a comic store, a tattoo shop, and a smoke shop right here on the corner with a number of.
And he was just late for his shift.
In front of the tattoo shop.
That's some bullshit.
Last we saw of the suspect is running just behind there in the parking lot area.
Yeah, the cops are there. GG's.
Oh, is that the suspect? No, there's two people.
I think there were two people in the parking lot right back here. And the suspect must have run.
That does not look like the suspect.
Nah, he's too skinny. I can say it because I'm big.
Went into this bar. There's a bar.
Oh, well, there you go.
There.
Oh, he was just on a. He was late for a date.
Lights overhead. At some point, someone's gonna know something or another.
I can't make out the name of that. Maybe you can, Gio, but it says Pogo's Bar and Grill.
And there's everybody else looking up, so they, you know.
Yeah, you guys are better off getting fucking out of that fucking restaurant.
Oh man.
A pretty chaotic situation, but there's LAPD right there at the bottom of your screen.
Oh, there you go.
Wait, he's right there. He's running.
So they've surrounded the area
to the left.
That smoke shop is also.
Oh no, it's not.
The door of that smoke shop.
But the clear news is we saw the tail end of this pursuit in the sense that.
Nah, he didn't go to the smoke shop.
The suspect got out of the vehicle, seemed like it was the only person in said vehicle, ran across this parking lot and into either the smoke shop or the bar and grill. Now, regardless, there's a third LAPD vehicle coming up just across the top of your screen. You see 2, maybe 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom here, and it looks like the place is surrounded, and now a number of people coming out of the bar.
I don't think he went into the bar and grill.
It's a matter of when, not if, typically in this situation, and everyone's alert right now.
This is a wild situation because there are a lot of witnesses that saw this person running.
Yes.
We couldn't.
Yeah, he went somewhere else. He went into there.
He ran in this direction. There are just so many different businesses to go inside.
And it's important to once again note that with this call, again, came in as a man with a gun. Now, we
he had a gun.
If the driver was armed, or even if that driver still had a firearm with them when they got out of the car. Maybe they left it in the car, if they had one at all to begin with. So there's a lot of layers to this and potentially dangerous scenarios going on here as we continue to monitor it, but know that it's surrounded right now. Airships overhead, lights overhead. There's really nowhere to go. So it seems like LAPD is going to get a handle on this, but still a lot going on because you have that variable of so many people in a bar on a Saturday night.
So interesting is like, this bar looks like it has some pretty open windows. There's the patio. You can pretty much see if someone's running inside, and there were several people out smoking in front of this area that he ran past.
Right, almost without a wonder as to what was going
ran
on.
Right past
it
them.
took a few minutes before that the spotlight overhead kind of drew the attention to, hey, something is going on here that's more than just a normal.
We can't make out what they're saying, but your demeanor of many of these people, it looks like they're rather confused, does it not?
Ooh, they're walking in.
Wonder, did this person then go into the smoke shop?
Yeah, and right
now, the bar
now,
patrons look pretty confused.
Them fucking people need to get the fuck out of there. Shots start happening.
Videos from the ground and everything else that's going on. So it just, you know, what a crazy situation, because we've seen other moments where you see a suspect bail out of their car and then all of a sudden they're just running around until they're eventually taken into custody. Then you have other situations where they jump out of a car, jump into another vehicle that's driven by someone else.
Ain't no fucking way he vanished.
Vehicles, and the pursuit continues. We've seen this evolve from a situation in Lake Balboa in the Reseda area, shift into a surface street pursuit, onto the 405, back here to Lake Balboa, jumping out of said vehicle after a full stop, and now ending up in a situation where you have all these people at a bar on a Saturday night and a smoke shop next door where we saw a number of LAPD officers.
Very active businesses on a Saturday night here. And at this point, you know, you see some bikers right outside this bar. It looks like there were people in this parking lot over here, closer to this comic and bookstore, and there were plenty of people on the back end. As I said, this bar has an open window. There's a patio right there.
There's a patio.
You truly see someone running. That's not something you see all the time, is someone running through the
And we saw the
lot.
2 people. It was. I counted. I think we both saw
2 people smoking,
right in the back patio in this parking lot here. And now you just have a swarm of officers going to the bar after that number that we saw walk into the smoke shop. And I mean, it's a lot of people to ask questions of, and a lot to check out. But from what we've seen these last few minutes, is it doesn't seem like they have the suspect in custody as of yet. Though it does seem relatively under control, just based on the body language that we're seeing from SkyCal and the officers right now.
Okay, well, we are waiting to see what happens here, Gio. I know normally Sports Central is up next, and they are on standby if you are waiting for Sports Central here at 10:30, but we are still waiting to see if we can see police try to, you know, obtain where the suspect actually is.
You see 2
right
officers
now.
there at the bottom of your screen. They all started running to the point, just kind of picking up their pace. I don't know if they were reacting to something or someone, but right now it's kind of hard to keep a control of what's going on. at the scene right now because it's this weird combo of
and
a lot
just
going
because
on.
this is a good note for our viewers. Just because our helicopter didn't see exactly where the suspect ran into,
For you?
it was right on that suspect
To
as
have
he
like
was
dual
running.
And again, and you've made this point before, where their coordination
No,
of these things
because it's better
is a
than
lot
fucking
more,
holding the phone.
There's a lot more detail and sophistication going into it versus what we're able to show you on our air because this, remember, it started where we saw
My uncle is a LAPD though.
directly behind this suspect.
Let me just say
for a
that.
long stretch of time. It wasn't
He's
until
LAPD, so he might be right there right now. Shit.
It was just the airship overhead that the suspect then finally slowed down to the slowest point that we had seen throughout that half an hour.
I'm trying to get stuff for vlogging. Trying to make like a little list.
Situation that we're looking at right now.
We don't do a lot of vlogging, but eventually.
Bar and grill, where you have these number of witnesses,
Gotta do IRLs.
a place that's surrounded, and yet we still haven't seen a suspect pulled out yet and taken under arrest.
Right.
But it is still a very active scene as we keep an eye on it.
You know, that fucking heart rate's up right now.
Here. Oh, that's
Shit, that's how I be when I just walking.
Got out of that vehicle, and he just books it, right? He has something in his hand there. He's wearing this blue hat, white shirt.
He's probably gonna change into that sweater though.
Two people out here, and it looks like we
that looks
lose
like
him, but the airship, you can see the airship did not lose that suspect.
No, not at all. And from that vantage point, it was hard to tell if he ran into the bar and grill or the smoke shop.
Yeah.
But and then the other end of this, you see the comic.
Yeah, I'm recording a live LAPD pursuit
there as well.
It's also hard to see if he ran outside the front doors, you know, of any of these businesses.
Yeah, sé.
Yeah,
But no se vio.
footage here. It almost looks
I'll-
like
I'll
someone-
go through it.
someone
There we
under-
go.
Oh, they got his
in
ass.
custody right now. Looks like the suspect has been taken care of coming out of the bar and grill there with one officer on each side of them.
Is
so.
that
GG's.
okay? We're gonna have to confirm if that's the suspect. I'm not seeing
That's
that
him.
same white shirt there
Or the
hat that was identifying. But we're gonna try to get some information here.
Nah, that was him.
from
Fuck, I thought he was
LAPD.
hiding something.
For now,
That's just his
we wanna
stomach.
Take it over to
That's
Sports
fucking
Central.
crazy. Well, that ends that pursuit.